this lecture, we will review what healthy work psychology looks like, an article by NeuroLaunch in 2026. First, let us begin with autonomy. Employees have meaningful control over how, when, or in what order they complete their work. Next, fair feedback. Performance conversations focus on specific, actionable growth rather than vague criticism. Then there is the issue of psychological safety. People can raise concerns or admit mistakes without fear of punishment. Next, matched challenge. This is where workload difficulty is calibrated to skill level, avoiding both boredom and overwhelm. Job satisfaction deserves a more honest treatment than it usually gets too. The popular idea that happy workers are automatically productive workers oversimplifies a much messier reality. The correlation between satisfaction and performance is real, but modest, not the tight cause and effect story that workplace culture often assumes. Many highly productive employees aren't particularly satisfied with their jobs, and many satisfied employees aren't top performers. Satisfaction and performance travel together loosely, not in lockstep, which means chasing happiness as a productivity strategy misses half the picture. According to psychology.town, the quality of a workplace is not just its physical conditions, but its psychological environment. It directly shapes how employees think, feel, and perform. A psychologically healthy workplace is not simply one that avoids harm. According to research, it is one that actively optimizes health for all employees while also improving organizational productivity. Understanding what this looks like in practice and why it matters is essential for any organization that wants to build a culture where people genuinely thrive.